Hello, Red members. It's time to experience some more Doki Blue Skies. I almost said Super Mario Bros. Super Literature Club again, and we just finished that one. It was remarkably peak, hilariously funny, surprisingly in character for ddlc. Really funny to the very end. Not long at all. It was peak. I want to make, if we're making the Doki mods tier list, that's like an A or S tier. It was just so fucking good. I loved it. I loved it. But we're back to Blue Skies, and I'm really excited to see some more Yuri. More Yumbo Yuri route. Time to experience Yuri throwing turnips. Welcome in, Ender Raiden. Oh, man. I am excited for some more of this, too. Blue Skies is just a really great, chill way to end the night, you know? It's like relaxation. That's the end of my sentence. Alright, my voice is dying from voicing Super Literature Club, so if I sound off from normal, that is why. Because my vocal cords are dying. They've been murdered. This mod nearly killed the directors. Please give them your love. Excuse me? Who are the directors exactly? I have no idea. Alright, where are we? Here? Looks like here. She empties... Wait, what? Didn't we already do this? We already went through the weekend with Yuri, didn't we? Am I crazy? I thought we did already. Yeah, oh, sorry. Here. Ah! Whoa, yes, load. Alright, here we are. Oh, God, I forgot we're on the festival. But if I want to be productive today, the library is probably my best bet. Oh, we get more weekend with Yuri? The closest one also happens to be near the school, so I might even see people there right now. Hopefully, I can get some work done, but knowing me, I'll most likely procrastinate anyway. Hey, it's the one from summertime. The refreshingly cool air sends shivers up my spine as I step inside. It seems to be a bit of a slow day for the librarians. Well, most people are probably out enjoying the sunny day instead of wasting away indoors. I shrugged to myself. Knowledge is power, right? While everyone else spent their days frolicking outside, I studied the books. To be honest, though, I haven't studied for the exams yet at all. Every time I try, my mind wanders back to the festival. Coming here was the right choice. If I was trying to work at home, like usual, I'd just get in a bad mood and slack off again. Hell, I can't help but think about it now. Wonder how everyone else is doing. Maybe I'll try to ask about it during the club next meeting. And I scan the empty tables for the optimal seating position. I spot a familiar white ribbon perched atop a ponytail. Monica? Monica? I'd have expected that Monica would be out with her friends, but then again, she is an honor student. Monica! Woo! Monica alert! Monica alert! Wee woo, wee woo! It's Monica! Uh-oh. Plushika. Whoopsie. That was an accident. While you were out partying, I studied the rhyme scheme. Can't wait for the wind to pick up. Oh boy. Where's Nutsack? Where is she? Oh, hey, Monica. Hello, Ratsmith. She smiles and is as polite as ever, but it doesn't seem like she's very talkative at the moment. Didn't expect to see you at the library. Well, I had to study, but I didn't think I'd be able to get anything done at home. I'm surprised we're seeing Monica. This didn't happen on Sayori's route. Oh, is that so? Oh, that was Monica, sorry. Oh, is that so? I may not be the most observant guy around, but she seems like she wants to be alone. Way to go, me. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, well, that couldn't have gone much worse. It was like talking to a brick wall. To be honest, I'm not sure if she's actually being frosty or if I'm just overthinking it. Although she might just be busy studying now, in which case I probably shouldn't bother her anymore. Suddenly, I don't really feel like studying. But since I'm here, maybe I should do some reading. I pull out Portrait of Markov from my bag. I quickly flip to where I left off last night and begin reading. It's really quite a captivating book. If all of the novels Yuri reads are like this, I can see why she'd be so absorbed in them all the time. Although maybe she's just rubbing off on me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the middle of a chapter when I feel a little tap on my shoulder. Oh, Ratsmith, is that you? Looking for my book, I see Yuri standing over the other side of the table, as if on cue. A thick, dark book is snugly resting under her arm. I'm sorry if I startled you. I suppose I'm just a bit surprised to see you. Give me some credit, Yuri. I can enjoy a good book, too. Oh, I didn't mean to insult you or anything. It's just, I was trying to make things more comfortable with humor, but predictably it fell flat. All right, have some confidence in yourself. Confidence is attractive, MC. You're just depressing right now. I should have remembered that Yuri tends to take these sort of comments more to heart than other people might. Relax, I was just kidding around. I see. Yuri, shoulders visibly relax. Would you mind if I asked what you're reading? Oh, sure, it's actually Portrait of Markov. Yuri's eyes light up at those words. Ah, I'm very glad you're taking a liking to it. That is, I assume. Don't worry, Yuri, it's really a good book. Yuri sighs a little in relief. Whew, then I stand by my first statement, Ratsmith. Anyway, speaking of books, if you're really enjoying Portrait of Markov so much, I'd like to introduce you to other books like that. Yeah, that'd be great! I have full faith in your taste when it comes to book. A small smile plays across Yuri's face. Actually, I just had a thought. I know a wonderful place nearby that we could go right now, if you'd like. Huh? Really? Is it another library or something? Huh, I suppose it's related. Well, either way, I wasn't doing much here anyway. Thank you for coming along despite the short notice. It's no bother at all, really. Again, I can't help but feel amazed at how much Yuri's taking charge. Really, it's quite nice seeing her break out of her shell a bit. She does have an air of mystery about her still, but I guess I'll still be learning more about her as each day passes. The two of us start heading away from the library. I just realized I have not been reading chat the entire time. What are you guys saying here? Hello, gorgeous. Yuri, take some Zaza and chillax, man. Your mojo is like all messed up, girly. I guess Monica either hasn't warmed up to us yet, which I don't necessarily agree in unless she feels trapped in her body, which this mod seems to be implicating by the opening, or she's just focused on studying and overworked, and she doesn't... I mean, I get that. Sometimes I'm like that. Like, my friend sees me, I'll say hi, but it's like, clearly, I'm in the middle of doing something, so, like, I don't really want to have a whole side conversation while I'm trying to focus, you know what I mean? Anyways. So, where are we headed, Yuri? I intended for it to be a surprise. Do you not like surprises? If so, you have my deepest apologies. Nah, it's fine. I'm just curious is all. This is some sort of adventure, huh? Well, I suppose if that's how your imagination wants to interpret it, I'd be inclined to agree. This reminds me a lot of Summertime. It uses so many of the same backgrounds. And this is like the one Monica date where Monica's like, let's go somewhere special. And she takes you on a walk. And then the MC is like, is this a surprise? I'm just like, oh, wouldn't be surprised if I told you. I'm like, wait a second. This is very familiar. Anyways. Even though I'm currently with Yuri, the situation reminds me of the times I used to spend with Sayori back when we were kids. Always running around the neighborhood acting like we were on some grand adventure. Sayori. I haven't spoke to her since the festival fiasco. Did I skip past the festival? Oh shit, I did. I'm stupid. I forgot we skipped past it at the end of last time. Oh yeah, we're past the festival. I didn't remember because I completely skipped it. Whoopsie. Maybe it would be the best idea to... Ratsmith? Is everything alright? You seem to have spaced out a bit. Oh, it's nothing. I'm just thinking about things. I see. Well, we're almost there. Just a little bit further to go. Continuing onwards, we pass through the trees until we come to a small clearing. This is where the end of, like, Sayori's route was. What? Wasn't it? Right? Oh, wow.
Wow.
Before us is an amazing, sparkling lake. Ah, this lake. I love these CGs. This is where me and Yuri met in the Sayori route when the MC was being an unnecessary dick and keeping her out of everything in the loop. I love the street, so cozy. Kind of looks like Urai. I love that place. Not familiar, actually. The festival. Never again. No, truly. I don't want to ever. Never. Missed the festival last time, so I have no clue what happened when we didn't skip it. It was horrible. Everyone was being a bastard. Everyone was embarrassed and humiliated. And then Natsuki flipped the fuck out at Monika because the festival went bad. And then Monika felt so bad she fucking ran onto the rooftop, probably crying or something. And so we went to comfort her. And Natsuki was being a bitch, like tearing her a second asshole, even though she didn't do anything wrong. Oh my god, I wanted to fucking kill Natsuki. I hate Natsuki and Blue Skies, bro. Like, I like Natsuki in general. Blue Skies Natsuki, fucking F tier. Like, one of the worst iterations of Natsuki. She's so fucking annoying. At least for my limited interactions with her in the Sayori route. Before us is an amazing sparkling lake. Gentle waves dance delicately across the surface, carried by the soft, gentle wind. Isn't it wonderful? It's lovely. I've always liked this pond. Oh, you've been here before then? Mm-hmm. With Sayori. Years and years ago, that is. I see. Well, Rat Smith, I don't know about you, but I find that this place is the perfect place to come when I need a bit of space to myself. Oh, do you come here often? Not as often as I did when I was younger. For a split second, a pained expression crosses Yuri's face. Some days were, she shakes her head. Anyway, perhaps I can give this to you. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a moderately sized book. Here, I think you'll enjoy this one. Yuri, you didn't have to go out of your way for me with this. It's okay. I've read this one so many times. It could do with a new owner. Besides, the best thing about a story is how it can be shared. That is a wonderful quote, Yuri. I think I agree with you, actually. No matter who reads it, you're never going to find two people with the exact same opinion. Yes! If it's a good book, anyway. And, well, Yuri nervously plays with her hair. After you've been so kind to me, I wanted to do something nice for you, too. I see. Well, thank you very much. I'll definitely give this a read and let you know what I think. I turned over the book in my hands. The cover is hard and glossy, the pages showing small signs of wear and tear. I guess Yuri wasn't lying. She must have read this at least 50 times. I wonder what makes this story so important. As I turn back towards her, I notice how intently she's staring at the lake's gentle surface. When was the first time you came here? She looks over at me quizzically. You said this place was special to you, right? I want to know why you feel that way. Right. She sighs and leans on the wooden guardrail. I quietly stand by her side. Well, I suppose one day when I was younger, things were particularly hard. Do you ever have those days, Ratsmith, where nothing seems like it can be good again? Poopy head. I love you and my friends, bruh. Kiss right in the lake. Make out. This is the perfect place for a first kiss. Ain't that right, Yumbo? I know she's a romantic. Anyways. That's pretty dark, isn't it? Oh, I skipped something. Things are particularly hard. Don't you have those days? Oh, it wasn't that dark. I thought that's just a normal saying. So something about this place makes you feel better. Not quite. I just came here one day. I'm not absolutely certain how I found this place, but I remember running a lot. Running? Before I knew it, I was out here. Why am I giving her a British voice? Before I knew it, I was out here in the sea of chaos. Things felt serene, however briefly they might have. Everyone needs a place they can call their own. Somewhere they can decompress without worrying whether or not someone will intrude on them. And here is that place for you, Yuri nods. It's peaceful here, the sound of the water playfully lapping at the shoreline, the plush grass below, the nurturing trees above, providing a loving shelter to embrace me in the midst of the elements. It's the kind of thing I really missed. Have you shown this place to anyone else besides me, like your parents? Yuri pauses, staring in front of her at nothing in particular. I might have. This is the kind of place my father would have enjoyed. He used to do watercolors in his spare time, you see. Is he dead? Because you're talking about him in past tense like this. Does he not do it anymore? Yuri doesn't respond. Okay, so I'm assuming that means he's dead. Or he left? Maybe he just left. Maybe you could bring him down here sometime. Ratsmith! Take a fucking hit, bro! It might give him that bit of inspiration. He needs to get going again. That's a good idea, Ratsmith. I'll have to do it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was overlooking it. I pulled a Yuri. I was overthinking it. So the way she was, like, being so, like, evasive. So why is she being evasive? Something is not right with her father, though. Surprise buttseggs on the lake! Whoa! Hopefully he enjoys it as much as I am right now. Buttseggs! I'm kidding. That's a joke! This place really is incredible. Yuri smiles softly. I'm glad. Maybe sometime we can do it again. Buttseggs! I'm joking. Yeah, we could bring like a blanket. Maybe have a bit of a picnic. That sounds nice. I'll hold you to that. Yuri giggles. I look forward to it. I feel my face flush at the idea. Picnic with Yuri. There's something so playful about that. I chuckle to myself at the image in my head. Yeah, that would be nice. Oh, wow, they were here for a while. Oh my god, this background's so beautiful. I love it. It's so nice. I would like make this a fucking... Dude, if this was 2012, without any exaggeration or joking, I would so make this a wallpaper, bro. We'll do is continue to pass the time looking over the lake. I'm surprised at how content I am to just sit here with Yuri. Normally I'd want to do something a bit more exciting, but right now I'm perfectly fine with this calmness. However, Yuri begins to shift uncomfortably. Yuri, is everything okay? She jumps, apparently not expecting that. Yes, there's just something I need to do that I just remembered. She quickly gets up, nervously picking at the cuff of her sleeve. No, Yuri! Put that sleeve away, woman! I'm sorry to leave on such short notice. Please don't think ill of me. Yuri. Huh? I stand up to meet her eye level. You've really got to work on your self-confidence. You apologize a lot for things that aren't even your faults. It must be difficult having to go through that in your head all the time. Yuri looks around, unsure of how to respond. You're really too kind, Ratsmith. Yeah, that is a very odd perception, Ratsmith, but alright. I mean it. You're a wonderful person, Yuri. No, I agree with that, at least. Yuri blushes slightly. Well, shall we head back now? Only if you promise you'll be a bit kinder to yourself, okay? I'll try. Thank you for coming to see the lake with me today, Ratsmith. Thanks for inviting me. I had a lot of fun today. I'll see you on Monday, okay? Yes, see you then, Ratsmith. Let me know what you think of that book. It's very dear to me. Of course. You're very dear to me, by the way. Don't know what that maneuver was. Her dad is Walter White. They had surprise butt sex during the CG transition. Wow! Like a fucking hurricane. Oh, man. Oh. Yuri would be into it. It's okay. With a polite wave, Yuri walks away. You think Yuri would be happy to give us a little bit of a chest? All right, I'll stop. I'm happy I got to spend some time with her, but I hope she's doing okay. I feel like there's something she's not telling me. Like how she wants to throw vegetables at me. I'm probably just overthinking things again. Maybe I should just crack open the book Yuri gave me. This transition's so adorable. I'm so sad there's not a proper Monica route in Blue Skies. Why is there no Monica route? Act 2. Alone together. In this twisted plot I was destined for. I'm an astronaut on the ocean floor. And like a little... Is that like a T mark for a cup being on the note? That was adorable! Act 2 Yuri would be glad to give us a... Yeah. Act 2 Yuri, I don't know if I trust her. She'll be in the middle of it, and she'll be like, yeah, right. And then she'll pull out her knife and be like, let's make this more interesting. Ah! Sorry. There was an Among Us on the lake. No way. Ugh. Oh, look at this. What? It wasn't like this in Sayori's route. Look at this text box. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. It's another Monday. Letting out a loud yawn, I drag myself through my morning routine. Weird thought, but you know how in like old text messages, you know, like there's little text bubbles that each person would have? Whereas on Discord, it's just like, you know, under your name or whatever, which is becoming more common. I miss the text bubbles. I wish you could have customizable text bubbles for everyone. Make it look like a little visual novel on your phone. That would be awesome. In the chat, Jesus. Letting out a loud yawn, I drag myself through my morning routine. Maybe staying up to read wasn't my best idea. Oh, come on, reading is the best thing to do right before bed, man. Now that I think about it, I actually can't remember the last time I stayed up to read something other than manga. Yuri must be rubbing off on me. Speaking of rubbing off, lately I've been eating breakfast more out of force of habit than anything. Anyhow, the pantry and the fridge are starting to look like Sayori's stomach. Empty. That's concerning. Maybe I can ask Yuri to go shopping with me. That'd be nice. I finish my food quickly and make my way out the house. This is my favorite song from Blue Skies. I just love this one. After another moment, Sayori walks up to me. Oh, something skipped. Hey, Red Smith. She's bouncing up and down on the balls of her feet. Hey, Sayori. Speaking of bouncing on balls, I'm joking. What's up? I'm just happy to get back into the swing of things. What? Is Natsuki bringing in more cupcakes? No, I'd like her to, but I'm not sure about that. Given everything that happened, I don't know. I'm just glad to get back to the normal routine without all the hullabaloo of the festival, I mean. Yeah, what's so funny now? Hullabaloo is such a weird word. You're a weirdo, Sayori. Nuh-uh, you're one that talk. And so the pot calls the kettle black. What kind of saying is that, Brit boy? Weather forecast. 469 winds a day. Tie cinder blocks to your ankles to not fly away. We eventually arrive at school and head off to our respective classes. Sayori sending me off by sticking her tongue out at me. As I approach my classroom, my train of thought takes a sharp turn as Sakurai smiles at me. Oh, I forgot about Sakurai. It looks like he's only just arrived himself. Oh, we're seeing him in the hallway. Morning, sir. I don't know what voice I gave him. Ah, Ratsmith, how are you doing? Very excited, of course. Learning about my favorite subject with my favorite teacher. I'm going to tactfully interpret that as non-sarcastic. I laugh as we enter the clubroom together. As Sakurai opens his mouth to begin the lesson, some fast steps suddenly stop right outside the room. Ah, Emmy. I forgot about you. I don't know what voice I gave her. How nice of you to join us. He raises his eyebrows at her, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Cutting it rather fine, aren't we? I'm beginning to think you'd rather be out on the field than come to one of my fascinating lectures. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, sir. That's not Suki. Whoops, different voice. She starts bowing slightly, her cheeks red. Wait, can I skip this? Oh, no, it's not. No, okay. So this is new. Interesting. This is different, even though, okay, interesting. I don't know what voice she's supposed to have. Let's see. If I'm looking at her face and I'm going to take a guess what she's like, I'm going to say, I lost track of time and rushed over as soon as I realized it. Don't worry, I'd much rather be here. She walks over to her desk and quickly as Sakurai begins class. Well, that's everything done for today. As my last class ends, I let my food steal me towards the club. Walking down the corridor, I absentmindedly peer into the emptying classrooms passing by. A couple of students chat to the teacher in one classroom while a ring of friends laugh together in another. Oh, they look to be fun to be around. Wait, isn't that the green-haired guy from the festival? Green-haired guy? Yeah, hard pass. Must suck to be someone in that class. Green-haired guy? I don't remember a green-haired guy. Fortunately, all of the club members are in different classes. Speaking of which, that's Yuri coming up now. And, Yuri's in there. Should I ask her to walk with me to the club? Well, no harm... Wait, what? Oh. Yuri's coming up now. Oh. I thought he meant Yuri was in the club room with the weirdos. I was like, that seems uncharacteristic. Should I ask her to walk with me to the club? Well, no harm in trying. Hi, Yuri! I know it's not how I said. I just want to be funny. Who is this? Who the fuck is that? I have no idea. That was strange, albeit cute sound she just made. What she said? Yeah! Yeah! Ah, Ratsmith. Ugh, sorry for my outburst. I was surprised. Yeah, good. What you still doing in class? Everyone's gone by now. She's the last one here. About that. She motions towards a stack of textbooks over her desk. I was the last one out of the classroom. My teacher asked me to deliver these to the student council room. She hefts them up in her arms as she speaks, hugging them to her chest. I suppose I should get on that now. Could you let the others know why I'll be late? Hold on, I can help you with that if you want. No, I can handle it. I can't ask you to take on my responsibilities for me. Yuri, this isn't a super serious request. It's no sweat for me, really. Well, it's really alright. I feel bad if I couldn't do this even myself. But they look pretty heavy, you know. They're really not, so you don't have to worry about it. Additionally, the student council room is rather close by, so I'm guessing that she just doesn't want to bother me over this. After all, those textbooks can't be that light. Should I just take her word for it and go ahead and help her? Yuri, you better not be self-harming! I'm helping you! Too bad! It's my decision. I'm taking those textbooks out of my own fucking volition, woman. On an impulse, I reach out and take the stacks of books from Yuri. That's right! Take them from her! Steal them from her. Ugh, Ratsmith. I'm seriously fine. I'm happy to help you out this way. But it's no bother, Yuri. In fact, I insist on carrying the stuff for you. Besides, I can't let a girl do all the dirty work, right? I don't see... that was a weird line, Ratsmith. I think that was a rather weird line. Don't see what me being a girl has to do with anything. Well, you know. Shoot, looks like that was the wrong thing to say. Yeah, you kind of fumbled, Ratsmith! What I meant to say was you're my friend, so... Well, wanna get going then? Uh-oh, was this the wrong decision? Ratsmith, I told you I could do it myself. I wasn't trying to be coy or anything. Guess you really did want to carry them herself. Damn. So let's take it back now, though. Well, I can smell Ratsmith's teeth from here. He's so British. Yuri, you can't be hacking away when I'm with you. No pet gooning while I'm around, Yuri. Now she's being pissy about it. Hey, you know what? How about next time I need some help? I'll call you up, all right? That way we're even. I suppose so. You're not being smooth, Ratsmith. You're not being smooth right now. We set off the hall, and soon enough, we're just about in front of the student council room. Hey, I used some meta knowledge there, alright? I know she was about to go chop the block. Too bad! You can dislike me all you want, Yuri. You ain't chopping the block before club. I'll wait for you outside, alright? Alright, it shouldn't take very long anyway. As she turns to take the textbooks from me, her ankle happens to twist beneath her. Huh! Almost as if in slow motion, Yuri trembles to the ground, landing an ungainly heap on the floor. Ah! The redness blossoms in her cheeks that are only hastened by the giggling and staring of bystanders passing by. Oh! Hey, need any help? I reach down to offer her my hand, but she springs to her feet without taking it, avoiding my eyes by staring down to straightening her skirt. You know, are you? No, it's fine. Here, I can take the books now. Yuri lands in the Family Guy death pose. This is so awkward. Why is this so awkward? What is happening? With the books back in Yuri's arms, we awkwardly stand together without saying anything for a few moments. Wait here for a moment, please. She quickly shuffled. Was that really the wrong decision to just try and take the fucking books from her and be polite? Why is everything going so awkward all of a sudden? What is happening? She quickly shuffles into the room in front of us, re-emerging a minute later. Want to get going now? Yuri nods in affirmation, opening her mouth to speak. However, she's interrupted by giggling from a couple of the girls standing nearby. They were there when Yuri tripped. Don't tell me they're laughing at her. Judging by Yuri's expression, it looks like she's reached that conclusion. She buries her face in her hands. I can only imagine how red her face is. I can't believe Hey, Yuri. It's okay, really. No one's gonna care. Remember what happened in a few minutes. Those giggling girls aren't helping in my argument, but what else am I supposed to say? Come on, let's just leave them and get over to the club. You can distract yourself with the books there. Ratsmith, you're not smooth. You're just not smooth. They tripped. Laugh and mock them! Yo, what is up with these girls? They're just sitting by watching because Yuri tripped. What, are they fucking jealous? What is their deal? With a sigh, Yuri drops her hands from her face. She doesn't say anything, instead opting to shoot me a miserable look. Let's go. You'll feel better when you're back with the others. A few months later, we arrive in front of the club room. So, how you doing? How's your ankle? However, she elects to enter the club room instead of answering me. Yuri, come on now. Hold on a second. Did I really fuck up by offering to take books from her? Blue Skies, what are you cooking? What do you think you're cooking right now, Blue Skies? Because what do you mean? Because actually, what do you mean? You're really gonna say that I ruined my relationship with Yuri because I fucking helped her take books to a club room? What is happening? Alright, fucking fine, Yuri. Handle it yourself, I guess. Is this what you want me to pick, Blue Skies? Alright, but feel free to ask for help if you get tired later. Yuri smiles gracefully up at me. Okay, I definitely appreciate your offers of help, though, but thank you for taking me at my word. This is the type of thing that I'd like to get better at handling myself. What? Taking books to a room by yourself? As a sort of practice in self-sufficiency, if you will. Okay? Fine, go hack away. See if I care. Why is this what the mon wants us to pick? What? Why is this what the mon wants us to pick? Or maybe I should have gone with the other option, and maybe Yuri's just pissy because she's having withdrawal symptoms from not cutting. But like, 1 in chat if I should have stuck with my decision. 2 in chat if you think I should just go this route that the mod clearly wants me to pick. 1. Alright, I'm going with my original decision then. I'm taking my books. Your books, I mean. I'm taking your books, Yuri. I'm stealing them like a fucking thief. That's right. And I guess where we left off. She enters the club room instead of answering me. Fine, be a fucking pouty head, Yuri. Following Yuri into the club room, I call out her name. Yuri! Trouble in paradise? Ah, sorry, Ratsmith, is something wrong? Hey guys, sorry, I just really need to talk to Yuri right now. Yuri, can we talk outside? Alright. I quickly shuffle Yuri out of the room while attempting an apologetic face at the others. I'll just be bothering Yuri for a little bit, guys. Carry on with whatever you were doing. Yuri. Sorry, but did I upset you? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you didn't answer me when I asked you a question before. Oh, I must not have heard you. Really? I can't tell if she's simply making an excuse or not. Sorry, I just don't particularly feel like talking right now. Yuri turns her face away from me. A sheet of silky hair blocking her from view. Suffice to say, I'm feeling rather off balance right now. So maybe it is just withdrawal symptoms from her not cutting. I thought the mod was fucking punishing me for picking a basic option that they didn't like. You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to, but just know that I'll always provide you a listening ear. Thank you. Sorry about assuming things when I took the books off your hands. I just really wanted to help you. No need to apologize, Ratsmith. There's really no logical reason for me to be upset over it. She sighs deeply, closing her eyes. You know what? I made the right decision of having confidence in myself. I think my logic's sound. She sighs deeply, closing her eyes. I don't know why I feel the way I feel. Is it strange to say that I don't understand myself? No, I don't think that's strange at all. I think a lot of people can probably relate to that feeling, including myself. It probably takes a lot of emotional intelligence to truly articulate why you don't feel so hot. But please, don't be afraid to contact me if you ever need help. For that matter, please don't be afraid to contact any of the other girls as well. I'm sure they pick up the phone pretty fast. I think you mean quickly. Eh? Never mind. Well, I'm glad to have your support, Ratsmith. Yeah, of course. Would you like to head back inside now? The others must be wondering what we're doing out here. Oh, alright. Won't want to keep them waiting too long, I guess. This is awkward. What is happening? I'm borrowing your books, Yuri. Nutsack, I love you, but I swear I will slap you silly if you say that again. Yuri, sorry, I just wanted more, bro. I'm sticking to my gut. I agree with you guys, chat. I want to go this route. This is what I want to do. I just thought the mod was going to be petty about it. Monica arches an eyebrow at me as I head inside. Yuri trailing along beside me. Had a pleasant conversation then? Sure, pleasant enough. Geez, next time you spend half the club standing around outside forcing an actually integral member of the club to do the same, just don't bother to come. Natsuki, shut the fuck up! I can't stand you in this mod. You annoy me to no fucking end. Integral member? Huh? I mean, it's not like I meant to say anything special by that. I just meant you're like one of the big four, like the original members. So yeah, don't look so deeply into. Shut up. Natsuki, asking Yuri not to analyze words is like asking me not to eat. You know, it's not saying much if you're part of the big four when there are only 5 members in the club. You know what I mean. Looks like Natsuki's fonder of Yuri than she lets on. Hey, stop ganging up on me! Yeah, I get her gay nuts are yeah. Sorry, Club, we were just having a quickie out there. Goddamn. Nutsack, I will slap you like Will Smith. Chris Rock? That was it? Wait, I want my club! Don't skip my club! Where is my club? Blue Skies, I don't like when you skip the club like that. Let me see the fucking club. I don't want to see Ratsmith in his goddamn house. Today, Yuri and I are going shopping together and judging by the sunny weather outside, it looks like there's some pathetic fallacy going on. Oh, okay, we're just with Yuri. Cool. I can't even remember the last time I went food shopping of my own volition. What? What do you mean? Do you not go food shopping? I'll have to admit, I was surprised when you messaged me about it. Huh, yeah, guess it kind of gets boring for me personally, shopping alone. What did he say? Did I misread it? Here, the last time I went food shopping of my own volition. That makes it sound like you don't normally go food shopping unless you, like, have to. I don't know. Whatever. I'm overreading this line. Yuri. I just DoorDash. Save your money, Yuri, come on! She's probably a rich girl, though. I just get the... she seems like a wealthy woman. Yeah... It just kind of gets boring for me personally shopping alone, and I figured that you'd make great company. You know, 1 and 2 of your company. Mm-hmm. Well, I can say I relate to feeling bored while shopping alone. I actually rather enjoy spending that time with my thoughts to myself. Well, I guess that does make sense. Not to say that I don't want to be here right now. I mean, it's a nice change of pace. Being able to talk to someone and gather their opinions on different products. And I did have to buy more groceries, too. No worries, I get you. You know, you kind of sound like Natsuki there. Ooh! Yours pretty cute when she gets flustered. I nearly have to bite my tongue to stop myself from teasing her so I can see her get flustered again. Careful, Ratsmith, she's not Sayori, she might not respond to as well to the teasing. Although she probably wouldn't respond as badly as Natsuki. Hey, this is a new background. Ah, and there's the store. Yuri and I pick up shopping baskets as we enter the store. By the way, what items are we looking for? Just some basic stuff like ramen and frozen foods. Pretty much just instant food. Oh, I see. I can almost feel the job. I was going to say, is that really what you want to admit to your maybe girlfriend, Ratsmith? Note to self, learn how to cook and make something that takes more than 2 seconds to make. Yeah, come on. That's not very attractive. Guy who can cook is never a bad thing. Do you happen to have everything else you need then? What else do you mean? I meant things such as vegetables, spices, and the like. Yeah, those are hardly ever in my house. I actually don't have that stuff at home. Usually I just make pre-made food. You know, food you just heat or boil for a few minutes. Do your parents usually cook your meals or buy fresher ingredients then? I wish. It'd be great if my mom was home more often to do that. Although, I can't be ungrateful. The reason she's away all the time is because she needs to raise me as a single mother. That's definitely not an easy task. I actually do most of the cooking since my mom's usually out for work. Ever since she got this huge promotion, she's had to travel the world on business trips to see clients. Oh, I see. She looks away for a moment. What about your father? Oh, well, my parents got divorced some time ago. Ah, I'm sorry, Ratsmith. You don't have to talk about it if you prefer not to. No, it's fine. I've come to terms with it already. Everything was all fine and happy when I was a kid, but my parents gradually started arguing more and more as I grew up. Now that I look back, I think it was because my dad took my mom for granted. Like, even though they both worked, my mom also cooked and cleaned and did all the usual homemaker stuff. They started getting more and more stressed out because of everything, until they finally split. That's a familiar story from real life, and I know plenty of people who went through that. I ended up with my mom. My dad just left. I think he has a new girlfriend, but I haven't seen them a lot. I don't know. I just kind of feel weird whenever I think about my dad having a new partner. Understandable. She's rich enough to afford many pen. Cigarettes, Yuri, get the Marlboro Reds and Natty Light. Nah, stay away from cigs. W Chud activities. Bruh. Yuri gazes at me gently, with a gentle look on her face. Surprising. Her eyes hold a gentle understanding in them, rather than pity. Yeah, so what I'm assuming is probably correct then. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on and on about it. I usually bottle this stuff up, so I guess it just flooded out. It's alright, Ratsmith. There's no need to apologize. I can't say I have much experience dealing with divorced parents, but if you ever need to vent about it, I'll be there. After all, it's only fair if I reciprocate. Thanks, and yeah, having someone to listen helps. We move through the aisles in a companionable silence for a while. I've never heard anybody use the word companionable before. Fair enough. Companionable silence. Alright, companionship. The light from the fluorescent strips overhead shine brightly off the jars and packages we pass by. There's a small clinking sound as Yuri softly drags her fingertips across a row of jars containing kimchi. So, Yuri, do your parents do most of the cooking? I typically prepare the meals. Oh, what you normally cook? She takes a moment, looking at some of the food in front of us. Some of my favorite foods are fish-based. Yeah, fish! Let's go! I like myself a good pescatarian. I know she's not a pescatarian, but I like fish. There's nothing as delectable as teriyaki salmon in my opinion. That sounds fucking bomb! Don't make me jealous! Look, H is on sale. I love H. Wait, what? H is on sale? What's H! My favorite product, H, with a heart on it! My fave sex position is the companionable position. That's where I don't agree. Not a big fan of fish, but octopus is great. I've never had octopus. I like perch. I like salmon. I like, oh shit, I can't think of all the name of the fish. Tilapia is fucking good. I like lots of fish. I like tuna. I like myself a good tuna sandwich. I'm a classic man. I can eat myself a good tuna sub. Anyway, I'm a fish man. She stands up straighter as she says this, a smile growing on her face. I really do enjoy home cooking. Most people look forward to eating out at restaurants, but I've always preferred eating comfort at home. Makes sense. Pretty introverted. Sometimes a simple rice dish is all it takes to warm you up inside. You should actually try making one sometime. They're very convenient and extremely quick recipes. Oh, can you give me some recipes then? There hardly need recipes. One that I usually reserve for breakfast is egg rice. I assume that you have a rice cooker at home, yes? Ha! Who wouldn't have one? Well, that simplifies things a lot. All you have to do is make a bowl of nice, fluffy white rice and dig a small dip in the middle of the rice. Oh, I've had this before. After that, you crack a raw egg in the middle, season with soy sauce and rice cooking, and cook together with your chopsticks, and you're done. That does sound really simple. Although, I think I ran out of rice seasoning a long time ago. Well, you can pick some up now. really is a delicious dish, despite, or perhaps because of, its simplicity. The frothy lightness of the egg, paired with the subtle sweetness of the rice and rich savoriness of the seasonings. You're making me hungry! Shut up! I actually like to sprinkle on some chopped green onions at the end, too, for that extra bit of crisp freshness. You know, Yuri, you have fucking great taste, actually. Salmon's too expensive for me? Is it? Is salmon that expensive, really? That's cool and all, but I prefer jelly-filled donuts more. Hey, nothing wrong with a good old donut. Hey, if we're talking donuts, my favorite are the cream cheese filled. I know I have old man, like the ones. Actually, I don't prefer as much the one with the choco on top of the cream cheese. I just like a nice, like, I don't know, like powdered sugar cream cheese donut. It's pretty fucking bomb for me. But I do like the jelly-filled ones a lot. I also just like the classic strawberry sprinkled donuts. I'm hungry, god damn it! Man, my mouth is watering at this point. Oh, that's what comfort food does to you. One of my guilty pleasures is even simpler though. Sometimes when I don't even have enough energy to cook, I take cold leftover rice and pour some hot tea over it. Ah, that's interesting. You're more of a tea lover than I thought. It may sound strange, but it's a delight when I pair it with slices of pickled daikon. Never had it. Now I get you though. When I was a kid, my mom used to give me leftover rice drizzle with soy sauce when I begged for a snack whenever she was too busy to cook me something substantial. Now I think about it, it's probably tastes similar to egg rice. Most likely, yes. I do enjoy making more complicated side dishes to accompany rice though. Vegetable stir fries are dishes that I turn to quite often. Vegetable stir fry, let's fucking go! Me too, Yuri. When I used to actually cook, because I always made vegetable stir fry. Usually with chicken, though. I do enjoy the combination of sweetness and umami. Never had umami. The way an onion's sharp, sweet taste pairs with other vegetables, such as mushrooms and bell peppers, really satisfies my appetite. I was expecting so much food talk on the Yuri route. Wow, you're quite a chef, eh? She starts blushing and puts her hands together. I mean, I just know some family recipes is all. Once you understand the basics of cooking, it's quite easy to make something appetizing. If your cooking is anything like your poetry, I'd love to learn from you. Not aiming to be a master chef, but I could learn just a bit from Yuri. I could probably mix up my dinner sometime. As we passed through the freezer aisle, I fill up a good portion of my basket with bags of frozen dumplings. Ooh, dumplings. So you really like dumplings then? Well, I do like dumplings. The brand of gyoza is a bit special. Yuri stares at the freezer for a moment. How so? Well, I guess they hold some nice memories. Even though my mom did make homemade dumplings sometimes, my dad always liked this brand of frozen dumplings the most. I guess it kind of became one of my favorite meals, despite being, well, a frozen food. There's nothing wrong with that. There's some, I kind of relate with pierogies. Growing up, my grandma used to make a lot of pierogies with mashed potatoes and little, like, I guess it was like green onion or basil inside. It was really good. But the store-bought pierogies that I used to just warm up all the time at home when I was a kid, bring back memories too. Still fire. Don't care if they're frozen at all. I had a tapioca-filled donut once. Best thing I've ever had. I actually do not know what tapioca is. My favorite is just simple chocolate glazed donut. Understandable. I've had too much stir fry as a kid. It's one of those foods that you don't like after having it a bunch. I disagree. Although I haven't had stir fry that much growing up because my parents never made much stir fry. Because my mom doesn't like rice. Well, no, she likes rice, but like, I don't know. We're from a Puerto Rican family. She usually made like Puerto Rican style rice. But my dad is not so good about veggies, I have to say. Which is weird. Because he eats like Brussels sprouts and asparagus sometimes. He makes them more fancier though. But he doesn't really make too much other vegetables. He's like a meat and potatoes kind of man. But I like stir fry. I could eat stir fry and chicken every day, man. I'll just say that. I can never get bored of stir fry. Yeah, same. But to be fair, I feel like your parents must just make the same kind of stir fry. Because like soup and sandwich, you can make like a million different soups and sandwiches. The same for stir fry. You don't always have to make it the same way. You can just mix up the ingredients and it's a whole new meal. Different sauce, different toppings, different vegetables, different meats, different seasonings. Can always make it different, in my opinion. We stand for tapioca balls. I don't know what tapioca is, or maybe I do and I don't know the name. What is tapioca? Hold on, I think I'll look it up. What the hell is tapioca? Starch extracted from casanova root. I have no idea what this is. I've never even seen this before. Maybe just because I live in a fucking poor town. I don't know. I don't know what tapioca is. I've never even heard of this before. Add pudding to it? Why? Ugh, my allergies are acting up. Hold on a second. I'm starting to sound like Sayori in real life. That's not a good sign. Hold up. Okay, now I don't sound like Sayori. Red Smith, they like fucking allergies, man. God. All the wind, too. It's really windy, Red Smith. Whenever you're around Yuri, the wind just blows it real fucking hard. You know that, Red Smith? You know that? I hear the wind. I hear it. Guess it kind of became one of my favorite food meals by being well frozen food. It always drove my mom crazy. My parents have always been busy with work, but we tried to have at least one meal together as a family every day. Then after a while, we went from having every day to every other day. And for a lot of those meals, my mom ended up making the gyoza because my dad and I wanted them. Why didn't you make them yourself? Well, we tried, but my dad and I always burnt them. How do you burn it? We tried boiling them too, but I preferred them fried. So yeah, I guess kind of conditioned to associate these with dumplings with good times spent with my family. I see. For a moment, Yuri's lost in thought. So, do you still burn them, or... Hi, what kind of opinion do you have about my cooking? I never burn them anymore. I rarely burn them. Yuri giggles at my admission. I suppose you've made quite a lot of them then. Sure have. Miraculously haven't gotten tired of eating them yet either. Actually, there's a funny story attached to one of the first times I tried making them myself. Oh, what happened? Do you remember when I talked about how Sayori almost burned her house down after she tried cooking? Yes, I believe I do. Well, that was the time we tried making these dumplings ourselves. I left Sayori in charge and I went to the bathroom. Then I started smelling smoke accompanied by her yelling from downstairs. Apparently, she tried to pick up the pan of dumplings we're frying on and somehow burnt herself and flipped the pan in the process. All the dumplings were scattered on the stove, those poor dumplings. She started panicking, and before she knew it, the dumplings were on fire. I'm just glad her parents kept a fire extinguisher underneath the sink. Sounds like you had quite the time. Yeah, and luckily Sayori wasn't burned much by the pan. All's well ends well, I guess. It seems like these dumplings are to you as oolong tea is to me. How so? Well, she picks up a package of oolong tea. I don't care if it's oolong, I'm going to say oolong. When I was younger, my mother always made fresh tea when I arrived home. Occasionally, it was another kind of tea, but we usually had oolong. At first, I was indifferent to the tea, but over time I developed a taste for it. Now, whenever I drink it, it reminds me of her. It's really nice, Yuri. I guess we're more similar than I imagined. You know what? I have an idea. How about we cook something together at my house this weekend? Are you certain? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert in preparing food now. Well, good things I'm no expert either. That way we can learn together. I see your point there. Would Sunday morning work? I apologize. I have some obligations that I must attend to on Sunday. She looks up and away after a moment, waving her hands. Not that I don't want to spend time with you. This Sunday is usually a day I spend... She turns away again. I'm guessing she's lost in thought. Either that or she really likes the whole wheat bread. How about Saturday nights? Yes, that would work. She lets out a sigh of relief and continues walking with me to the checkout. This was nice. This was a nice, Yuri little date. I don't know if you'd really call it a date, but I liked this. God damn it, now I want tapioca pudding. I think I have a 24/7 Walmart near me. Bro, our Walmart closes early nowadays. What the fuck, man? I could go for some oolong tea right now. Oh yeah, tapioca's a pudding, isn't it? I wonder if I have had it. I don't really eat pudding, like, ever. I also don't drink tea, which I probably should. I just need to find some tea that I actually like. I prefer like really strong tasting things though. Like really tangy, really sour, really bitter, really spicy. I don't really like when it's just like watery. I don't know. Like if it's like a faint flavor, not really that into it. And most tea I've had is kind of like just too watery. I don't know. Anyways, different palettes. With everything paid for, we start to walk home. As I turn to speak to Yuri, though, I spot a small flash of pink. Hey, look, it's Natsuki. Yuri starts speeding up a little. Do you want to go say hi to her? I don't know. She seems like she might be busy. Besides, don't you need to go get your dumplings in the freezer? I mean, I guess, but... Oh, another option. Fuck, I haven't been saving at all. I kind of want to say hi to her, even though I fucking hate her in this mod, because she's so annoying. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Got to negotiate wedding reservations with my church. Do a lot of errands. Yo, but congrats. Hey, it might be annoying, but I think it's a good thing. Good luck finding tea that isn't faint tasting or sugary. Yeah, that's kind of why I avoid tea, to be honest. I want to say hi. Right? Come on, Yuri. Say hi to your friend, even though she's a bitch. Well, worst case scenario, we can just say hi and keep walking, right? If you want to be better friends with her, you'll need to talk to her sometime. You even started writing poetry using rhyme schemes and things you like, so you can write to them, alright? Problems won't go away if you just keep hoping they will. That was surprisingly novel of Ratsmith's dumbass. After years of playing games and trying to fill the void with loneliness, that's one thing's for sure. Problems like loneliness don't simply disappear. Correct! If Sayori didn't come along, might have really become a neat. Well, I just don't know. Look at it this way. You remember how you talked about people being in the books kind of like friends? Yes, I recall that. If all those characters never went after they... If all those characters never went after they wanted... Huh? If all of those characters never went... Oh! If all those characters never went after what they wanted... Why does this feel like it's worded so weirdly in text? If all those characters never went after what they wanted, would they be any better off? Even if we mess up some, at least we tried. She stands there contemplating everything I said. Me too, because that was worded very oddly. I do understand that you have a point, but it's difficult for me too. It may come naturally to you, but starting conversations with acquaintances and strangers. But it's just hard for me to do. She looks away, playing with her hair. Well, you started a conversation with me when I first joined the club, right? That was because I had to, though. What about the book you gifted me? You initiated that yourself, right? It was my duty as a club member to make you feel more welcomed. But that doesn't mean I didn't rehearse the conversation over and over in my mind before I spoke to you. And admittedly, I did want someone to share my books with. So, if you talk to Natsuki more, won't you be able to share your interests with her too? You might even be able to get her into your literature more, and who knows, she might have some manga in a genre more suited to your tastes. Yuri visibly inhales and breathes a deep sigh out. If I don't do anything, the current situation won't improve. She's shaking slightly. How about I stick with you while you talk to her? I thought that was the plan anyway. That way, even if things don't go well, we can still walk away and you won't have to be alone. She takes another deep breath. I can visibly see her trying to compose herself. That would be nice. Can you give me a moment first, though? I need to gather up my courage. Of course. I hope Natsuki just like a pops over here. Thank you. After a brief pause, Yuri nods to me. Her face looks a bit gray with nerves, but her resolve seems solid at least. We just make our way towards Natsuki, who fortunately hasn't gotten far yet. Just rich, Ratsmith. Just rich. Hello, Natsuki. The greeting comes out a little loud, making Yuri grimace a bit. I try to shoot her a comforting smile, although I'm not sure if she actually saw it. Oh, hey, Yuri. And Ratsmith. Didn't expect to see you here. How are you doing? I'm doing all right, I guess. She glances over the shopping bags I'm carrying. You went shopping together? Yep. I don't know what that yep was. Yep. Can we get much higher? That's what Natsuki's voice almost sounds like. Can we get much higher? Sorry. Yes, we happen to need to go to the store at the same time. Oh, you just happened to, huh? That was not smooth, Yuri. I roll my eyes, causing Natsuki to smirk. That's right. Maybe it's actually Natsuki teasing and... It's actually Natsuki's teasing and sense of humor paired with Yuri's inability to deal with teasing that makes them incompatible. And all of a sudden, a gurgling fills the air. Judging by the way Natsuki stiffens up, it must have been her stomach. Yuri fidgets for a moment as Natsuki looks away from us. Seems like Yuri's really struggling to get her words out. An idea suddenly pops into my head, and I can't help but lean in to whisper to Yuri about it. Why don't you invite Natsuki over to your place for dinner? Yuri's face blushes slightly. Is she really that nervous about it? I must have underestimated her social anxiety. I can't share with the rest of the class. At this point, Natsuki's beet red. Natsuki, would you like to eat with me tonight? Yuri's voice sounds a little strangled as she speaks. It's a bit strange that she wants to eat out tonight, though, considering how much she likes cooking. She likes home cooking. Are you sure? Well, if you'd like, I haven't eaten out in a while, so... I do have to put away my groceries first, though, but we can go after that. Natsuki's expression softens more than expected. I don't know. I don't want to impose. I should probably be getting home soon anyway. Are you sure? It's really not a bother. If it doesn't take too long, I guess I could. You might have to get takeout, though. I'm gonna head back home and put my stuff away. I'll see you all in the club. Before Yuri turns to go, I give her a thumbs up and a smile that she returns with a blush. Exchanging goodbyes, we are separate ways. Well, that was wholesome. I'm really glad we talked to Natsuki, actually, now. Yuri. Natsuki, would you like to eat my ass out tonight? I mean, eat dinner! Oh my god. Holy shit. I think that, here's the thing. If I'm being legit with you, completely legit, I, unironically, without any satire or joking, think that Natsuki is super into Yuri in canon, ddlc. However, I don't think that Yuri is into Natsuki. I just don't see it, despite her name. I don't see it. Yuri seems genuinely annoyed by her. In Act 2, when her thoughts come out, she seems really repulsed by her. I don't think that Yuri hates Natsuki, but I think that Yuri finds her very annoying and abrasive, and judging by the things that Yuri likes about people, like kindness and, you know, being like dignified in public and her tastes in literature and intellect, it seems like Yuri probably would enjoy the company of Monika and Sayori a lot more than Natsuki. I don't think that Yuri particularly is into Natsuki, but I think that Natsuki, being a tsundere, and the way that she talks about Yuri throughout the entire game, the fact that she always fixates on her when Yuri's not even interested or talking about her, makes me think that Natsuki likes Yuri. She wants some of that Yurussi. But Yuri, we don't know if she lives up to her name or not. We don't know. That's my theory anyway. It's Saturday! Chat, this is pretty fun. I'm feeling quite tired, so I think I'm done. But I stand by my decisions. I'm pretty happy with them. What do you think, Plushika? Yeah, she's pretty disappointed they didn't fucking give Plush Monika a route in this game. Come on! Where's my Plush Monika route in Blue Skies? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Yuri only does Yuri in fiction, not IRL. Understandable. Good stream, thanks. I think Natsuki is just desperate for some companionship and some, relationship. Yeah, understandable. Which GDLC member would own the most plushies? Sayori. Easily Sayori. We already know she has a few big ones. But judging by her personality, I just feel like it would be Sayori. Second, probably Natsuki. And then Monika. And I feel like Yuri does not seem like the type to have plushies. She seems like the type to have... Come on, we know Yuri. She seems like the type to have like a simple, clean bedroom with a bunch of books on a bookshelf, maybe. And a desk for writing. She doesn't seem like the type that would have collectibles of like merchandise. Yuri doesn't even like pop culture. So I don't see any like figures. And Yuri doesn't seem like the type that like is into like cozy, cute things at all. So I probably not Yuri. She's probably last place. Sayori is so based with her Fumos. She'd have Fumos of all the members. She totally would. Natsuki would probably have a body pillow with a lot of different covers she changes. Good lord. I honestly don't know if I can deny that. I don't think I can. The question is, are they her husbandos or her waifus? Or both? That's the question. Why do you guys keep saying elite ball knowledge? What does that mean? I don't understand what you guys are referencing with that. Elite ball knowledge. Oh my god, I have a lot of fucking tabs open. I just realized what the hell. Anyways, fun stream, guys. I'm gonna try to work on archiving these, although it might be smarter to do that in the morning because I'm tired. But holy shit, I had a great Blue Skies stream and the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was so fucking peak. That was a great finale. So yeah. Go the fuck to sleep. Elite ball knowledge just means you know ball. Oh, okay, well fair enough. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, quitting out of the Blue Skies. You know, we keep joking about Yuri butt sex, but it might happen at the end of the game, I'm just saying. Probably not butt sex, though. Or you never know. You never know what Yuri's into, you know? She's like, okay, let's stop here. Surprise Monica butt sex! Hey, I want to complain. You want to complain for me? Anyways, Night Rap members, thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Nighty-night. If it happens, keeps it uncensored. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. All right, nighty-night.